Hello and welcome back to some more colonization. Last time we left off with a buzzing economy, although still not very diversified, and we lack a lot of people in terms of workforce. Now we have another French merchantman coming along our coast, so let's sink him, shall we? And French cargo of 100 muskets captured. French merchantman damaged, returns to La Rochelle. And we have another load of muskets. In fact, we should get a second privateer gas, because we cannot be at the same coast. On both coasts at the same time. Pioneer clears forest near Iron Mountain, 152 lumber added to the stockpile. And the Pioneer reverts back to colonist status. Okay. So, yeah, right, we're preparing Iron Mountain for tobacco production, and we actually can start producing cotton here. This is going to be the topic of today's episode, because the most difficult thing about this game is to get everything going while you try to change it. To put it in complex words, basically is we are currently we have a very strong economy. We crank out a lot of tools, a lot of furs, a lot of iron, a lot of wood, a lot of coats, a lot of horses. That's quite decent. That's nice. But in order to trade properly, especially with the Indians, we need cigars, we need rum, we need cloth, and this is where I failed so far. I neglected it, and now I'm going to focus on it. For first and foremost, we're going to put this fellow here and produce cotton. This is a bonus field which produces a lot of cotton, and he will become an expert cotton planter at some point. I don't know when, I don't know how fast, but he will become expert due to his practice in the field. And then we can teach another fellow and have expert cotton planters basically spread out across the colonies to produce more cotton. And then we can basically upgrade the weaver's house, for example, and crank out cloth. I'm going to send the fur trader probably to the west, so we don't oversize the settlement, and we basically diversify our production. Now let's see. We probably want to sell the coats, because we cannot store more than 300. It's impossible. We can sell them at Amsterdam. We probably want to... Do we want to reduce the production? Probably. Right. Wrong, dude. Yeah, I have to be really careful, because if I still selected, I have to select this fellow first and then drag him over. Right, we can increase the bulk production, reduce the coat production, and probably reduce the fur production as well, because we don't make a lot of money with it, right? That's the problem. That's why we need to diversify. Not only that, the Indians don't really want furs. They sometimes want coats, but currently we're selling them all at Amsterdam, and they don't bring us a lot of money. Plus, we bolster the king, right? He's getting money from us, which means he will have more money to increase his army, which is bad news for us. Okay. We could also... let's see. Now we cannot put any more people into here, but we already have a pretty sizable colony here, thanks to our liberty desire. And we'll have to increase the size of the other colonies as well. Okay, now you are going to plow... Right. Out of move. Out of movement. Price of muskets is up. We could consider selling muskets for a quick buck, because we have so many, I don't know what to do with them. We're going to sell them some muskets. It's kind of strange. Usually you want to hold on to them, you want to keep them, but we captured so many foreign ships. I really don't know what to do with them. So let's build a church next here, or do we have... Can we build another... Yeah, let's build a printing press. Sure, why not? Increase the bell production. And Fort Westco produces a newspaper. So we produce more bells here. And yeah, we need another statesman. We can build... let's see. A fur trading post. like I said, we're going to produce the codes here, so we get free up space in New Amsterdam, basically. Okay, yeah, looks good. Cargo of tools. We're going to send this fellow here with 100 tools to other colonies. Basically, redistribute the tools where they are needed for building larger construction. Basically, every larger building needs tools. And since we produce 42 a turn, we can crank out a lot of tools. Just have to keep up with the ore production. That should be doable, and then we can basically maintain a steady flow. I probably want to load a musket, like I said, and sell those instead. Yeah, and this fellow here is basically going back to the old world. Let's see if we can find a course. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Let's see what happens. Yeah, like I thought, he's going to return basically all the way up to the coast, because these are the international waters basically here, or the ocean. And probably there's the ocean to the west as well, but we haven't discovered it yet, so he has to use the old route. We're going to send this fellow to New Amsterdam as well, because he has some muskets. We can sell them. We have enough of them. Okay, you are going to go to Fort West Coast, deliver the tools, and then we distribute it among the other settlements. And then we're going to start on focusing. Right, you can go to New Amsterdam. Fort West Coast. We need not only to diversify production, we need also to think about how we get more people. How do we get more people? There's 4 ways in this game to get more settlers. Number 1 is also the most common way. We get them from Europe. We either train them or we get them from migration, because we increase the cross production. Number 2, we get them from the Indian settlements, which I completely failed so far. I'm not sure if it's because of the difficulty. Probably because the Indians are not happy with us. They attack us instead of joining us, so we don't get any Indian converts. Way number 3, we capture settlers from other nations, which we did quite successfully, in fact, in this campaign. And number 4, we basically breed them. Like the same way we can breed horses, we can breed settlers. And as a matter of fact, we're going to get a settler quite soon in here, because we have quite a good production of food going on. However, the horses will use up some as well. So I think we're going to stop the horse production here and instead use all this food and produce settlers, basically. Let's see. Yeah, we definitely need a second privateer to cut off the British supply line. Sons of Liberty! Membership for the Lumberjack is up to 10%. Hooray! And there's newspaper on the construction. River Valley requires 50 tools. And they only have 40. You know what? Nah, we are going to hold on that. Hold off on that. And let's put these guys to crank on my Liberty belts. Build a newspaper here. Now we're going to build maybe a stable. We can use a stable everywhere, basically. New cargo of tobacco. New cargo of cotton. Yeah, we produce a lot right now. But I prefer to trade with the Indians, of course. Let's see. Lots and lots of wagon trains incoming. Okay, you will unload 100 tools here. And then we're going to send him up to River Valley and give them a couple of tools. And basically redistribute the stuff all over the place where it is needed. Okay. Do we need anything else here right now? Nope. But we can load the food. Perfect. I'm going to bring all the extra food to River Valley, so they have more food and basically pop out another settler. And then we load all the horses and bring them somewhere else. And the spies reported French treasure fleet Loading with 2,400 gold arrives in La Rochelle. Well, good for them. Good for us, because we're going to get our cut. Oh, and we get some religious unrest in the Netherlands. We want master weavers, please. Perfect. We are going to start a cotton cloth production. Now we have 2,000 gold. We can actually purchase another privateer. Yes. No changes. And then we send this fellow to the New World and this one as well. So we have another privateer ready to do wreak some havoc on the trade route. Dutch founding fathers announced that Adam Smith has joined the Continental Congress. There he is. Adam Smith, British economist who published the first major work of political economy, an inquiry into the nature and causes of wealth of nations, which was detailed examination of the consequences of economic freedom. Adam Smith allows factory-level buildings to be built in the colonies. Factories allow the production of 1.5 units of manufactured goods for each unit of raw materials, so we can crank out even more stuff. Great. Okay. Peter Stuyvesant makes us getting the land for free from the Indians. We don't need it right now. Probably need it, but not right now. Ferdinand Magellan. With Magellan, the Congress, the movement allowance of naval vessels is increased by 1. That's interesting. Faster ships is good. John Paul Jones. We get a frigate for free. That's cool, but we can build it or sell. Simon Bolivar. When the Bolivar is in the Congress, Sons of Liberty membership is increased by 20%. Wow, that's awesome. In all your colonies. That's great. What about Juan de Sepulveda? His presence in the Congress increases the chance that subjugated Indians will convert and join a colony. Ooh! Yes, please! I want that. Definitely. Definitely. More settlers, more people, more production. Okay, River Valley finished the newspaper. So they're cranking out quite a lot of bells already. We should probably... we could build a fort. Fortification is always good. We could also go for a schoolhouse. Yeah, why not? Why not build a schoolhouse first? It's a fast build, and then we can build very basic jobs. For example, build another farmer in here. Educate another farmer in here. So we can basically make it easier for other settlements. We don't have to swap around people left and right and left again. So we have one surplus production, and I'm going to bring all of these to River Valley, including the tools. I wish I could go into the city, but I can't. Yeah, now I can. Okay, unload everything. Now we should get another settler next time. I'm curious. Now we have 8+. I'm going to load all the horses. Yeah, now we get 14+. Wow, that's a lot. And then we're going to get rid of all the horses in here so they don't reproduce, because 3 horses can still breed. And then we can crank out a lot of food in here. Basically, the plan was to make this a horse breeding farm, which works pretty well by now. You can still improve it, but it already works. However, we're going to change it to a settler breeding place, basically. Okay, yeah, let's build a schoolhouse. Do we have wood? Yes, we have enough wood. Yeah, that works for me. It works for me. Okay. You can actually turn into a pioneer again. The extra tools we have here. And get back to work. Iraq's making a surprise attack near New Amsterdam. Colonists frightened, and Iraq chief denies involvement. Yeah. That's the problem. They are too worried and too angry probably to join us. Basically the units of Indians which would probably join us die in the fight. I think that's what's happening. Oh, that's a lot of money. Ooh. Now I'm really tempted to sell out these muskets. I could hire another firebrand preacher. We could recruit some more colonists. How much is food actually? 800. Wow, that's a lot. I mean, let's be honest. What do we do with our money right now? What do we need? We have a second privateer already. We could always use another ship. Yes. We could use another unit of pioneers. Hardy pioneers. Would be an option. 1200 plus we get the tools for free. Could recruit another artillery. We could recruit Jesuit mercenaries, missionaries. These are basically professional missionaries. They will work better in converting Indians, basically. Oh, we got another firebrand preacher. It's a tough choice. We can also use another master weaver. We can also train him, I know. Let's think about it. We don't have a single missionary yet. Not a single one. This guy is unique right now. So I think I'm going to recruit one of those. I don't know if we can actually... Yes, we can teach them. Yes, of course. It should be possible in your university. Let's actually try it. Let's get a master missionary and see if we can train some people. Population increase in Rio Valley. New colonists now available. Great. It worked because we exceeded the threshold of 200. Now this young fellow here is going to get educated. We're going to send the weaponsmith. We don't actually have to send him somewhere. He can still stay in here. We can basically increase the production even more. I guess. We don't have a schoolhouse yet here. Right. So that's why I'm building a schoolhouse. So we don't have to send people all over the place just in order to get some very basic jobs. If a schoolhouse in here, we can train the farmers directly in here. That's the idea. So we could use another farmer and crank out even more food. The more food, as soon as we have 200 again, we get another settler basically. That's what I'm trying to achieve. Now let's see if we can increase it even more. If we could put in a colonist. No. 14. Yeah. We basically have to chop down this forest. He's producing 4. He's producing 4. Yeah. Actually, the criminal is not that bad in agricultural work. Not too shabby. Okay. Now we are going to... no, not so first in West Coast. A colonist in New Amsterdam has learned the special profession of preacher. Great. Preacher. Actually, you teach the wrong dude. I wanted him to become a cotton farmer. Damn you! That's betrayal. And we can put in these guys in here to crank out really a lot of crosses. Increase the migration movement. That's probably a smart idea. And actually, let's not build a dry dock. Let's build ironworks. We can now build factories. We probably should start off with the ironworks. Yes. And we have to swap in some people. Holy crap, yeah, we have a little bit of an issue here. I see it. We have way too many people in here. I need way more people in the lumber mill right now. Oh boy, this is tricky. This is tricky indeed. We could... let's see. We need to get the fur trader out of here. Rebel sentiment is rising. The colonies, Your Excellency. 30% of the population support the idea of independence from the Netherlands. As our colonists begin to feel more self-sufficient, they also become more productive. Another, a colony basically with 50% or more liberty desire will have an extra production per unit, like New Amsterdam already has. Okay. Now, how do we get that rolling? We're already building a fur trading post here. Yes. Oh yes. So we probably have to send out this fellow here. Good, I have a plan. I have a master plan. We're going to do it. This fellow is leaving and this fellow is leaving as well. Oh my god. We need more my god. I know. I see it. Okay. Okay. What are you doing? You bring iron ore. My bad. That was the wrong... I think I need to stop you. Okay, you are going to go to... Do we have extra food here? No. Do we have a stable here? No. But we have a stable in Fort West Coast. Don't we? I know. Oh, crap. Do we have a stable in the Iron Mountain? The answer is no as well. Okay, well, anyways, let's bring him to the let's bring him in here. Actually, there's something. Oh, there's an issue here. See that? There's a red warning. Clear orders. We need to scout. I think there's another British settlement somewhere in the vicinity. We need to get rid of it. Ah! Colonization, we note this pleasure that your presence continues to befall New England. Which is, we have justly claimed the name of our queen and the Church of England. Yes, of course. Our queen is most displeased with the Dutch pirates lying in the wait of the coast of New England. Request to withdraw all the pirates immediately. What pirates? We have never condoned piracy. Right, and they still want to leave us. No, we're going to stay. Yes, and they're going to drive us into the sea. I want to see that. English dragoons routed. Probably have to take care of some business here, people. Yeah, clear. Clear the order. Yeah, right, clear the orders. I'm going to go into the offensive. You can actually clear up more tiles in River Valley, the mixed forest. And you probably as well, this one here, right? Yeah. Ah, now he's running. Sons of Liberty membership in Fort West Coast is up to 21%. For the colony of Fort West Coast has exceeded its capacity in lumber, yes. Sons of Liberty membership is up to 60% in Amsterdam. And we've lost a lot of furs. I know. Lots of stuff everywhere. I'm trying to optimize it. I'm trying. Okay, now let's get back to it. You're going to unload all the horses. Now we have a lot of horses in here. I know. You are going to load in probably some extra lumber. Because we're going to move it. And you, sir, what did I do with you? Right, you need to be the ore trader. Well, actually, we can make this guy the ore trader again. He's basically delivering the ore. Yeah, there's some more ore. Okay. Orders. Let's see. Begin trade route. Fort West, Amsterdam. Fort West Coast. Okay, you're going to go to New... Oh, hold on. Before I do anything rash. No, we don't need any wood here. We don't need any wood there. But we may actually need some wood. No, definitely not in Fort Lumberjack. How about the Iron Mountain? Iron Mountain has more than enough wood. River Valley. River Valley could use some wood, yes. We basically unload all the wood here. Yeah, we're going to lose a little bit, but I don't care. Load in all the horses, so we don't use any food whatsoever. And now we're going to increase the production in here like crazy. We're going to crank out as much food as possible. What about you? Yeah, you can deliver some food. Anything else? Yeah, let's deliver some tools. Where we added? Let's deliver some 80 tools to the colony. to River Valley, basically. Okay, you are going to chase down this British infantry. English soldiers routed. We're going to capture the settler. And there's a... Oh! That's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Dude, you need to defend them. Attack! Dutch priority damage! Oh no! That's not good. Can we wake you up? Yes. Into the settlement. So he's safe. Okay. You, sir, are going to start producing cloth. Not a lot of cloth, but at least a little bit. And you, sir, are probably going to help him, because I don't know where to put all these cloaks. Seriously, this is going to get ridiculous. Really, really fast. Okay, you, sir, are... What I wanted to do... What? Yeah, right. Plow that field. You go to Fort West Coast, because we're going to set up the coal production there. And you, sir, you will head south, because I think we have to do something about this Englishman down here. And you can probably, yeah, help with the plowing here. Yes! They have learned Master Fisherman from the Indians, it seems. Dutch caravel sunk by French privateer. Damn you! Well, you win some, you lose some. Printing press under construction for lumberjack requires tools. Okay. Well, let's do something about that. Yeah, exceeded. We build a stable in the Iron Mountain. We could build a church next, I think. Yeah, we don't need anything else in here. A fur trading post, very good. And now we're going to build a fur factory. Are we really going to build a fur factory? Probably start off with a stable. Probably start off with a stable, I think. I'm gonna actually put you to work in the fur factory. Man, this is crazy. We definitely need more settlers. We actually have defense in here, yeah, with again a cannon in here. Fort at New Amsterdam opens fire on the French privateer. No! They killed a cannon! Bastards. Oh, stop, 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 stop! That's not a good idea. Right, there is another privateer from us. So we are going to sail south, unload this fellow here, and now we're going to attack the French. No! Okay, that was some exceedingly bad luck. Lost 2 engagements, no, 3 engagements in a row. That sucked. Yeah, now I need to clear the orders from this. Hold on, please, please, no, don't enter turn, please don't enter turn. Yes. I need to clear orders for this guy. Capture the fisherman. Very good. Plow. Plow. Okay, this fellow here can actually teach somebody. Yeah, he's going to teach this fellow, I'm afraid. I wanted to make him into a cotton farmer, but I need another Jesuit first, probably. Let's see what happens. Okay, we can probably make a raid. Cherokee giving us some presents. Let's see if we can raid a little bit the countryside, annoy the British. And we get some free colonists from the migration. And now we still need 20 tools. Liberty of Desire is going up. Lots of furs in Fort. I know. You probably go there. No, you're not going directly to the new, old world. First and foremost, let's load some more stuff. Because we lost the trader, the caravel. And this fellow was wasting his time for like, I don't know how many turns. He was sailing all around the coast. He was trying to sell some stuff and it didn't really work out. And we cannot sell it to the Arawaks. It's just too dangerous. If they keep attacking us, this is going to be an issue. So let's load as much as we can and bring it home. You can actually unload the stuff here. And now we're going to sell some cloth and maybe some tools to the Indians. And somebody else needed some tools. Hold on, let's see. Let's load some 60 in again and bring that somewhere else. Let's see. I think Fort Lumberjack. Yeah. And to redistribute the tools, basically. There we go. And there comes our first fur trader. I'm going to put him into the fur trading business. I'm going to pull this fellow out. Yeah, we need to get rid of the preacher. Do we have a church in Fort Lumberjack? Not yet. Do we have a church in Iron Mountain? We're building a church right now. So since it's only a small church, we can actually send him as a colonist. It's not that bad. It's not like a huge cathedral like in New Amsterdam. And we can crank out more furs here. And probably, yeah, let's build a stable first and then we'll build an upgrade for the fur trade post. I think that's going to be a good option. Okay, can we do anything else in here? Nope. Looks good. We produce more than enough furs. They can't keep up. We produce 24 coats and 32 furs, so they cannot really keep up yet. We need another guy. Yep. Definitely. Okay, these two fellas are going to head south and see if we can stir up some trouble with the British. Oh, shite. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The British are back. Exactly when I sent all the troops to the south, of course. Of course. Of course they are going to cause some trouble, exactly when we didn't expect it. Yes, Sons of Liberty. Membership goes up and up and up and up. Well, we have a cannon here and we have a soldier. And I didn't... Oh, the horses. Dude, the horses. This guy is not mounted. Okay, clear the orders from this guy. We need to send him up ASAP. And I don't have any defense in here. I'm crazy, I know. I'm completely crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. That's not a good option. Okay, and we have to send this guy in here and attack them right away. No! And they got rooted. Oh boy, this is going to end badly. This is going to end very, very badly. And now we know why we need the horses, right? That's exactly why we need the horses. Spare horses. Okay, I guess we head back north. As fast as we can! God damn it. Well, we have a cannon in here, right? Yeah, and two... They won't be able to breach it. But they can cause a lot of trouble. I wanted to send you north, but that's probably going to be a bad idea, so I'm going to send you right here. You can finally go back to Amsterdam and we need to get more ships. And then we start trading with the Indians. It's really tricky. It's really tricky to optimize everything. Okay, now we're going to trade with these fellas here. Trade with the village. Cloth. We gratefully accept. And now they want coats. Yes! Coats, rum, and tools. Nothing right now, thank you. Oh, actually, you can trade me the cotton. Never mind. Right, because now we can maintain basically a constant trade with the Indians. If we have enough products, we can basically circle through the thing, and we don't have to trade with our homeland, we don't have to pay taxes, we don't strengthen the king. We have a way easier time. Yes, I'm going to kiss his pinky ring, son of a... Because in a second we're going to avoid that trading with him anyways. Now we can build a fort here. We have a schoolhouse, so I can finally start teaching people. For example, this guy here is going to get a proper education. We increase the farming output. We're going to have more and more and more settlers. And now we can trade basically with the Indians, trade with the village. We ask a fairer price of 650, and we get 550 for the tools, which is more than enough. They still want coats, and now they want cloth again. So we know we have a lot of coats sitting around somewhere. So that's not going to be an issue. Where's actually my other? Yes, you. Move to front. Because I want to move you first. Because now I can equip these guys with horses. That's why we need the spare horses. That's how it works. If they get defeated, they lose their horses. Now they have horses again. Actually, we can breed horses here. Not too shabby, actually. And now these fellows will be able to beat back this incursion pretty swiftly. Nevertheless, I'm going to return and probably stay on the defense for a while. Build up a proper army, or actually focus on settling instead, because we need a rum production. Yeah, there's a couple of options to do that. Mainly on the other continent to the north. Yeah, we can settle a master fisherman in here. Or we're going to use him as a settler. Right, we're going to use him as a settler. He's going to join the settlement. We're going to send him to Iron Mountain. And then we will prepare for a settlement, basically. Do we need a road here? Probably not. But we increased the production even more. A little bit. A little itsy bit. Everything helps, everything helps. The faster we produce food in here, the better. And the more we produce, the faster this settlement will grow. There's a prairie minor river, so we can actually plow that field here as well. And this fellow here is also going to join the new settlement. So these two fellows are going to do the heavy lifting, and probably this fellow here as well. Now we have a firebrand preacher in here. Right, we wanted to build a church. A church! We need a church here first, my friend. Let's build a church. We have enough wood, more than enough wood. We can build a church quite quickly. Yeah, the preacher will do his proper work, and we basically outsourced him from the Fort West Coast, where we now focus on the coal production. Yeah, we really need to do something about these English units there. Well, we're going to receive reinforcements in a second. All our ships are damaged. All our privateers. Bloody hell. Well, look at that. 3,000 cash. How much is a galleon? 3,000. We could probably buy a galleon. I don't think we can build one. As a member, I think I can remember we can build a privateer or maybe in a merchantman. I don't think we can build a galleon. So I'm going to buy actually a galleon. That's not a bad investment. Look at that. Whoa, that's a beefy ship. So we can actually use this ship for trading with the old world. We can actually recruit some more free colonists for 200. Yeah, now it's getting expensive again. No problem. And sail back to the new world. Okay. Now the Iron Mountain is actually a church, so we can use another preacher up here. And we can probably build a fort next. Yeah, definitely build a fort to increase the defensiveness of the settlement. Yeah, quite nice. They're actually hurting our ore production, so we're going to remove this gentleman from our settlement borders and see what we can do about that. But this is going to be a question for tomorrow's episode. I hope you enjoyed today's one. If so, please do give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on the series. We'll see each other tomorrow to a new episode Sid Meier's Colonization. Thanks for watching and see you soon.